Okay, we're taking a look at this air conditioning system in this 2007 Mazda 3. It's a 4-cylinder car. Yours may be a little different, just depending on whether you have the 4-cylinder or the 6-cylinder. I think this repair we're fixing to attempt to do here should cover many years. So as long as your configuration looks similar to what we've got here, it's probably going to work out for you, and I'll show you that when we get under the hood here in a minute. But the complaint on this car is this light down here that indicates the AC is on will blink once in a while, and my gut tells me it's probably saying, hey, I'm low on Freon, I've got a problem. I'm hoping that's what it is. Maybe the system has just gotten a little low over the years and needs a little recharge, so we're fixing to attempt to do that. I do have it blowing sub 50-degree air out of the vent here on low, so it's not doing too bad. If it is low, I don't believe it's going to be very low. So we're fixing to attempt to make this repair. I just thought I'd show you guys the before and after and see if we can't get the temperature down a little bit, and more importantly, see if we can get this thing working consistently, because when it goes off, you have to turn the knob off and give it a rest for a few minutes, and then it'll turn back on and work just fine. So it's a real sporadic thing right now, and we're wanting to get this fixed up. So I'm fixing to charge this up. I'll come back here in just a moment and show you how we're going to set that up. Okay, on this car, the hose you're looking for is back there on the passenger side in the corner near the firewall. You can see that little light blue cap on there right in the center of the screen. That is your low side on this car, so that's where you want to hook into on this particular vehicle. Now that can vary on other vehicles, so you got to know where your low side is. I believe they've made them to where the connector will not connect on the high side, but I'm not 100% on that, so just make sure you're connecting to the right place. Alright, you have to have the car running, idling, the air conditioner on, and if you're so low that your compressor's not kicking on, this repair may not work for you. But if your compressor is still kicking on, you should be able to add a little Freon to it and check on the gauge. This is the kit we bought here, Super Tech. It's got a disposable gauge that comes with it. So we're going to follow the instructions on the can, and here shortly we'll show some of the charging procedure. Alright, we're going to hook this onto the low side. It's got like a quick connect coupler on it. Right now I'm just watching the gauge. I'm adding it when the compressor's kicking on, and I'm not going to add a whole lot because it doesn't seem like it needs a lot. Because you don't want to overfill these things. That can be just as bad as being low on pressure. They say to kind of shake the can around, but I really can't do that. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the compressor kicking on and off there. I think I'm going to disconnect and go check what the gauge is reading now. Okay, we're just wrapping up here. I'm just checking the final results. This is just sitting still in the parking lot here, but I've got it down to, it dropped down a couple, 2 or 3 more degrees. So I'm down to about 43 degrees. Before I was at about 48, 49, just under 50. So it definitely took a little. The way this thing kicks on and off like that, as I was adding fluid to it, it's just the way these, I don't know why they do it, but a lot of these newer cars are that way. It kicks the compressor on and off like that. It may not be necessary to stop like I did, but I only added Freon when the compressor was cycling, so I'm not really 100% sure if that's necessary or not. That's how I chose to do it, just to be safe. And I probably only added about maybe a half a can into this car. I didn't want to add too much because you don't want to overfill them. So I topped it off with Freon. I got as much as I could get in there. The gauge went up to about 32 to 35. Of course, it was fluctuating as the compressor kicked on and off. But so far, no blinky light down here on the bottom, and she's blowing 42, 43 degree air. So I call this repair a success. All right, good luck, guys. Thanks for stopping by.